Be prepared. Your spirit is on the verge of something massive. You've spent the whole month fighting for your breakthrough, and the moment you let someone touch you, everything could just collapse. These final days of August are not ordinary days. They're loaded, charged, and designed to push the chosen ones into a completely new stage. Every ounce of strength, every piece of clarity you've gained this month is sitting right at the edge of transformation. But here's the catch. The moment you let someone into your space, you risk scattering it some. A single touch, a single interruption, and all that power can leak away before it locks in. This isn't paranoia, it's precision. These are the hours where your frequency is climbing higher than it has all month. And as it peaks tomorrow, that climb turns into a threshold. If you guard it, you carry it with you. If you don't, you'll wonder why you suddenly feel stuck again. That's why you can't afford to slip, not even once, because what happens in these hours will decide how you step into September. And what comes next is exactly why you're being forced into total energetic quarantine. This isn't just about distance, it's about quarantine. Right now, the air itself feels different. You might notice tension in people's behavior, sudden changes in mood, or even a strange static in the atmosphere. That's not your imagination. It's the mark of a rare metaphysical window opening, a window that doesn't show up every year, sometimes not even for several years. When it opens, outside energies become bold. They reach further, push harder, and try to force their way into your field. That's why you can't let anyone cross that boundary. This isn't about rejecting others. It's about protecting something sacred that's been building within you. Because once this window fully opens tomorrow, the ones who didn't protect themselves will feel it immediately. And here's the part no one is telling you. What slips through that window could change the way you feel forever. Right now, your aura is in what I can only call a lockdown. It's like the shield around you has been thinned out raw and ultra sensitive. Normally, your energy field filters what comes in and out, but in these final days of August, exposed. And here's the unsettling truth. If someone touches you even for a second, they can anchor their chaos into your field. Their doubts, their fears, their distractions, suddenly they're sitting in your space as if they belong there. Not every hand that reaches for you is innocent. This isn't about paranoia. This is about understanding that your frequency is running at its highest voltage. And with that comes vulnerability. A handshake, a hug, even a brush of the shoulder can act like a key, unlocking the door for someone else's unresolved storms to pour into you. And once that happens, you'll feel like you've lost traction. As if the progress you've been making suddenly comes to a standstill. Astrologically, the alignments right now don't just amplify energy, they amplify transfer. What you carry can multiply, but what you absorb can also multiply. That's why the only way forward is maximum self-P protection. Your aura is not open for business. This is the time to guard it as fiercely as you'd guard your own breath. The real danger isn't always in the obvious. It's in the touches we dismiss as harmless. A friend clapping you on the back, a family member brushing your arm as they pass, even someone squeezing your shoulder in encouragement. These small, ordinary moments suddenly aren't so ordinary right now. They become transfer points. What's light and casual any other week suddenly has a weight. Here's the truth most people don't realize. Every touch is a transaction. When someone makes contact with you, their state of being bleeds into yours. Their envy, their anxiety, their weariness, they may not even realize they're handing it off. This is my sanctuary. Nothing unwanted passes through here. When the outside world grows intrusive, when people's energy is heavy and eager to latch on, your home can be the shield that absorbs none of it. And once that fortress is built, every time you step back inside, your soul exhales with relief. Right now, your energy is not neutral. It's charged, electrified, magnified. The final days of August have turned chosen ones into living magnets, pulling in what others cannot carry on their own. And this isn't a metaphor, it's energetic law. When your frequency rises, when your aura becomes radiant, others feel it, even if they can't explain why. They see you, they sense you, and on some level, they know you can hold what they can't. But here's the danger. Touch isn't just touch, isn't just touch. Right now, every brush of skin, every pat on the arm, every too close moment isn't harmless. It's a transfer of weight, of unresolved intent, of stress that doesn't belong to you. People will try to empty themselves into you the moment you allow them close enough. Most won't even realize they're doing it. Someone carrying frustration may find themselves leaning on you more than usual. Someone consumed by envy might instinctively reach for your shoulder as if grounding themselves. Even strangers can do this. A handshake, a casual bump, and suddenly you're holding emotions that feel foreign, heavy, intrusive. Normally you could shake it off, but this week it's 10 times worse. The astrological alignments amplifying the end of this month have turned you into a kind of energetic lightning rod. People who feel unstable, anxious, or drained are unconsciously drawn to you. Without realizing it, they discharge their static into your field the moment they make contact. They walk away later while you're left buzzing with a heaviness that was never yours to begin with. And it's not just emotions, it can be luck, momentum, clarity. The same magnetic pull that makes your aura glow also makes you vulnerable to swaps. They're chaos for your stability, they're confusion for your clarity, they're fog for your fire. That's why protecting your space and avoiding unnecessary touch isn't overreaction. It's survival. Think of yourself as a torch burning in the dark. Everyone loves the warmth. Everyone wants to hold the flame. But if too many hands reach for it, the fire goes out. Fire goes out. This week is not the time to let others dim what you've built. This week is the time to recognize your energy is precious and it is not public property. Your aura is currency. Don't let others spend it for you. There are moments in the year when the cosmos forces you inward, when your own spirit becomes your primary teacher. And these final days of August are exactly that kind of moment. Right now, your body, your mind, and your spirit are busy sorting through everything this month has stirred up. What belongs to you, what no longer serves you, and what is ready to be carried into the next cycle. This is not just reflection, it's refinement. It's the kind of inner work that happens quietly but reshapes everything that comes after. But here's the truth most people miss. That process is delicate. When you are in this stage of sorting and releasing, your energy is like wet clay. So for it to not, they can confuse what's yours and what isn't, what you're meant to release and what you're meant to keep. Their presence collides with your private process, and instead of smooth inner alignment, you're suddenly carrying signals that aren't yours. It's like trying to hear your own voice in a room full of echoes. And this is bigger than just energy exchange. These final days aren't passive, they're active. Your system is not just cleansing, but upgrading its rhythm, closing one chapter and sealing it while setting the tone for what comes next. The planets right now, stacked with tension, endings, and new openings, are demanding that you walk forward unburdened. But if you allow someone else's touch, you risk picking up emotional residue or spiritual debris that slows your momentum. The danger isn't that other people mean you harm. Many won't. Some may even want to comfort you, show affection, or share closeness. But even the gentlest touch can blur the signal, override your natural alignment, and drag you back into loops you were about to escape. Not every hand that reaches for you is an enemy, but not every hand belongs in your process. This week is about respecting the sacred privacy of your inner alchemy. Alchemy, holy. It's about allowing your system to finish its work without interruption. Protecting that process isn't selfish. It's necessary because what you are refining in these last days of August is not small. It is the foundation of your next cycle. And if that foundation is muddied by interference, you'll feel the ripples long after the calendar turns. This is your season of integration, your hidden work, your invisible strength, respected enough to guard it. In the hidden layers of reality, not every presence is seen, not every influence is yours, and not every thought inside your head originates from you. These final days of August are a crossing point, a thinning of the veil where unseen entities stir more actively than usual. What I'm talking about are astral parasites, spiritual hitchhikers that live off the energy of others. And right now, they're looking for hosts. Not every burden you carry belongs to you. These beings don't announce themselves with horns or shadows. They move quietly, subtly, attaching themselves to energy fields that are most alive, most radiant. And who fits that description best right now? The chosen ones. The ones whose frequency is peaking in these final days. Like moths to a flame, these entities are drawn to your light. But unlike moths, they're not just admiring, they're feeding. The method of entry is shockingly simple. Touch, a handshake, a hug, even a brush of the arm can be enough for them to jump from one field to another. That's why in this window, physical contact becomes more than a social gesture. It becomes a spiritual transfer. Most people don't realize that every touch is an exchange, and in ordinary times it may not carry much weight, but now with the astral current stirred and heightened, that exchange is magnified. Touch is the doorway. And once they latch on, the signs are subtle but unmistakable. You might feel a sudden drop in energy, like someone pulled the plug on your vitality. Thoughts may cross your mind that feel foreign, like whispers that don't quite sound like your own voice. Or you might walk away from an encounter feeling foggy, disconnected, almost as if you've stepped into the wrong skin. These are not random accidents. They are symptoms of carrying something that was never yours. Parasites survive by convincing you their weight is your own. The danger here is not to make you paranoid, but to make you aware. These entities don't need you to believe in them to thrive. They only need you to be careless. They feed on distraction, on openness at the wrong time, on touch that seems harmless, but is actually a delivery system. That is why these last days of August demand vigilance. It's not just about preserving your personal clarity. It's about ensuring your energy field is not hijacked by something that drains you from the inside out. Chosen ones are not just targets because they shine brighter. They are targets because they are gateways. Your energy doesn't just sustain you, it influences everything around you. If a parasite gains access to your field, it isn't just feeding, it's distorting what you project into the world. That ripple effect makes you not only weaker, but also less aligned with your true path. Protecting your energy is not paranoia, it's survival at the spiritual level. So as the hours move toward the peak of this window, guard your body as you would guard your spirit. Touch is no longer casual. It is a key, and you must decide whether it unlocks your highest strength or lets something foreign walk right into your field. Every trial carries its treasure. Every season of restraint opens into a season of expansion. These final days of August are not meant to punish you with isolation. They are meant to prepare you for a reward beyond imagination. What you are guarding right now is not simply your energy. It is the seed of everything that September is about to bring forth. Discipline today becomes destiny tomorrow. Think of it like a sacred vault. You've been sealing in your energy, keeping it from scattering, refusing to let careless touch dilute or pollute it. That effort is not wasted. On the other side of this brief quarantine, the vault opens and what comes spilling out is clarity, direction, and opportunity. September doesn't come to all people the same way. This month will split paths. Those who protected their frequency in these final days will step into September with a sharper vision, a renewed sense of purpose, and doors opening where before there were only walls. You will feel lighter, not just because you avoided the chaos of others, but because your inner field has been fine-tuned, purified. It's like stepping into a new season with no excess baggage. Imagine waking up with ideas flowing through you effortlessly with an inner calm that no outside disturbance can shake, and with a pull toward people and places that align perfectly with where you're meant to be. That is the fruit of this isolation. Isolation is not emptiness. It is the womb of transformation, and it won't just be internal shifts. Life will begin to respond to the integrity you maintained. Opportunities you couldn't have imagined will start to appear as if reality itself recognizes that you passed the test. Synchronicities will line up like stepping stones across a river. Relationships that are meant to uplift you will reveal themselves. Even challenges will feel different. They'll feel like training grounds instead of traps, because you'll be equipped with the energy you preserved. What makes this reward so extraordinary is that it's not just about what you get, it's about who you become. The discipline of holding your boundaries, of refusing to be carelessly touched, of recognizing your sacredness in these final days rewires you. You'll carry yourself differently. You'll speak with more authority. You'll walk into rooms and feel that you no longer shrink or absorb the static around you. You command your space. Those who guarded their light in August will ignite their destiny in September. So remember, this isolation is not an ending. It's a threshold, a sacred pause before the great unfolding. If you can make it through these final days without compromise, you won't just enter September. You'll enter a higher version of yourself, one that was only possible because you dared to protect what others so easily gave away. The reward is not coming to you. It's already waiting inside you, ready to erupt the moment the new month begins. One of the hardest lessons for the chosen ones is realizing that your boundaries don't need to be debated. justified, or explained, especially not now. In these final days of August, your no is sacred, and trying to dress it up with explanations only weakens its power. You don't need anyone's permission to protect your spirit. Your boundary is your birthright. It doesn't require approval. Think about it. Every time you over-explain why you're unavailable, why you don't want to be touched, why you're stepping back, you're unconsciously giving away a piece of your authority. It becomes the only space where you can actually hear the whispers of your spirit, the instructions of the divine, and the secrets that are meant only for you. If you're still watching, I'd like to thank you for your attention. If you enjoy the content and want to see more, please consider clicking the subscribe button. Your support is very appreciated. Feel free to share your experiences or thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, take care and subscribe for more insightful content.